There we go. Okay, we think we've sorted out the technical issues, so this will be the last go we do tonight. Otherwise, we'll get him back on. Altian, are you there?
Yes, I am, Stu. How are you?
Yay, we have a voice. I'm good. Look, my background is actually IT, and I'm actually starting to really, really be thankful that I got out of it.
I can understand that.
Yeah, so thanks for bearing with me. And look, you've got a hell of a lot of fans, because they've just been hitting the Valley FM page telling me, we want Altian, we want Altian. So
God love each and every one of them. I don't know what I'd do without them.
Yeah, and as we were just discussing off air, you got 46,000, I think, fans on your Facebook page.
Yeah, I do. It's a pretty strong number.
Yeah.
And keeps me pretty motivated. When I'm down, I just have a glance at Facebook and it just picks me up and gets me back on.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Well, we have to say hi to Maxine, Christina, Jan. Who else we got? Even Isaac was one of our hosts was sending me some comments, waiting to listen to you. So, we actually, and as I was saying, we lost the stream as well. So they didn't. A lot of people didn't get the beginning of when we were talking before. So, look, as you're telling me that you've been doing this for, what was it, 20 years?
27 years, yeah.
27 years. So I admire your persistence, which was handy tonight. So
thanks, Stuart. I appreciate that.
And so tell me about some of your later songs that you've got out. Where's the inspiration coming from at the moment?
Well, the album, the recording process is finished, so I can only say where the inspiration came from, past tense, and that was just basically my first solo studio album, and I just kind of had an array of songs to choose from 27 years worth of writing, and so I felt in a very, very lucky position to be able to just handpick a bunch of great songs, and that's the key. If you got only 30, 40 songs to choose from, which is the average amount of songs that artists, the mainstream guys, get to choose from, the quality is going to usually suffer. But if you got 100 songs to choose from, the quality raises itself. I had about 400 songs to choose from, so
wow.
I'm pretty confident that it's it's going to be a captivating album, and God knows my fans have been waiting for it for quite a long time now.
Yeah, and are you going to do some big concerts in conjunction with it?
Yeah, I got off the road and got back into the studio to finish this album, and it's been about a year now, I think. And the album should drop in a couple of months, and then I'll definitely back it up with just old school gigging. Just book about 40 dates around Australia, outback, small pubs, big venues, whatever, wherever and wherever. Just go for it.
I'm just typing to see what sort of questions the fans have got. We may as well take advantage of your valuable time and see what they have. So just bear with me. I run the board, do the talking, and also do the Facebook page at the same time. So,
right.
So while I'm doing that, are you going to come to Canberra at all, do you think?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Canberra is kind of has become a very very common place that I visit, and the Independent Music Awards were held there as well a couple of years, so I attended them and definitely look forward to Canberra. I love that place.
What venues have you hit last time?
It was the venue names they're scattered all through my head. I'm not sure.
But did you get up to the Basement at all in Belconnen?
The Basement in Canberra rings a bell, but I could just grab my PA and double check the name. Yeah, I've done a few there.
Cool. So if you've got any questions for Altian, hit me up on the Facebook page and put a comment on there just after the comment I've put, and we'll ask him why we've got him on air. I mean, he's an absolutely nice guy. This is the first time I've actually spoken to him. I've been listening to his music, but we've been just having a bit of a chat off air as well, just making sure the Skype and the internet was all stable, and very easy to get on with. Obviously his PA keeps him in line as well, and I have to give a bit of a shout out to her because she's been chasing me, making sure that I got him on air and got him available for all the fans to listen to. So hit me up with the questions. I haven't seen any yet. Come on. Where's Jan? Where's Christina? Where's Sharon? I'm sure you've got questions that you'd always loved to ask him. So hit me up now. Hopefully we haven't lost him again.
No, I'm still here, mate.
Yeah, he's still there. You're finding your PA, were you? Misplaced him?
No. Well, I was listening to your soothing voice, Stuart.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Can I just quickly say hello to my fans that are listening? Maxine, Jan, Christina. Hello. God love you all.
Well, they've been very, very active on the page. And who was it that was? I think it was Robin is another one. Yep. Robin messages me on a regular basis requesting your songs. So they're definitely a passionate lot, that's for sure.
Oh, they truly are. I mean, I still see their faces at the shows, and I still receive letters and gifts from them, and it's just incredibly touching.
Yeah. Well, we've got a question. Okay, this is from Maxine. When is Born Before the Sun going to be released?
Yeah, the mysterious question for me. Last 4 years I've been working on that, and but look, finally, all the tracks are back. They're one family again, and everything's in place. Artwork, everything's pretty much locked in. So it's gonna be. I'm gonna release it with the next single, most definitely. Which is I was going to say what it's called, but we won't jump the gun. We'll just concentrate on this single.
Yeah.
So in a couple of months when the album drops, I'll finally, hopefully in about 4 weeks, I'll be able to put up an official date, which I haven't done before. So
okay.
Yeah, excited about it.
And who does all your artwork?
Well, I have an old schoolmate who became pretty big in his field. He's a DJ. His name's DJ Moto, and he used to bring out a lot of the big early 90s R&B groups, Boyz II Men, and I think he was the first guy to bring Rihanna out here before she blew up. And so he's incredibly talented, beautiful photographer, and very creative. So I've got him, always there to throw ideas at, and he comes up with a lot of concepts, and then we sift through them. But other times it's just a matter of how I feel, and I get an idea, and I try to see what it looks like on screen, and so, yeah, it's a group effort. Sometimes I just see something that a fan has put up on my wall, and I'm like, wow, that's lovely. I'd like to use that. And then I kind of, I'm just open to all sorts of designs.
Ah. Now, we've just had Anna tell me that she's having trouble with the stream. So I might just throw to a song. If you can stick with us, Altian, and I'll just run into the other room and make sure that's still up and running.
Cool.
Okay, we're back. I was just checking, making sure the stream is still working, and from what I can see, it is still broadcasting out there onto the waves. So I'll have to have a bit of a chat to Anna off air and see what's happening with hers, and get her a bit of a podcast going. What do you reckon, Altian?
Oh, mate, I think you're a gentleman.
I try to be. I have my moments. So, tell me a little bit more about your career. You've been in it for 27 years. What's some of your highlights, I suppose?
Oh, well, I mean, it's as I was saying to you, I think it was off air. Big price to pay to be a musician. No one really believes in you because you're just their friend or you're their family member. So they're just not used to the idea that that you're probably or possibly good at this. It's just one of those industries where, it's kind of elusive. So it's been a battle, man, and it's I guess I sort of couldn't want it any other way because it's the battle that makes it so kind of honourable and glorious. And the war zone just doesn't end really for me. Just when I kind of rise up, I get pulled back down by something or other. So I'm experiencing that now as well. The highlights would have been obviously my independent, my first independent kind of hit, top 50 hit, which is called Simple, and then it, you struggle to reach those heights again, and then band members, lose faith and get tired, and they getting engaged, and it's hard to split time between lovers and work and band, and so you slowly watch members drop off, and and you got to replace, and so it's this crazy roller coaster. And then winning X Factor was something that I thought was kind of like my personal exclamation mark. But little did I know that it was only just the beginning of the real industry and the monsters behind the curtain that you just can't imagine. You just, it baffles you. And then of course the power of the media and the big fat spotlight and all that stuff. So it's like I said, it's just a I hate the cliche, but it is a crazy roller coaster ride, and you just got to buckle in and stay at it. And I'm living the highlight right now. I mean, I've got fans that I just, one of my fans, it's like the equivalent to 100 Guy Sebastian fans. They're just unbelievable, unbelievable.
Well, the notifications are going off on my screen at the moment. So we've got Hayley, and she wants to know what inspired you to write Rise Up.
Oh, Hayley. Hello, Hayley. Well, it was the first track I wrote for this album, and kind of I didn't know if it was ever going to be a single or not, but it reflects my life very, very accurately, and basically it's it's a song for the broken, really, like just get back up, and then when you fall, just just get back up again and keep at it, and obviously I was making a bit of fun in the song as well with the media, so there's a few lines here and there, but it is a very personal song about the fall and the rise, and the fall and the rise, and Hayley, it's going to happen to you in life, honey. When you slip, you just have to get back up, baby. You've got to get back up, and that's what it's about. Just rise up.
And we've got Christina. Christina and Tristan want to know if you'll be at Parramatta as part of your launch for the new album.
Hey, Christina, Tris, hello. Yes, most definitely. When the tour kicks off, like I said, I'll start from somewhere in the centre of Australia, and then I'm going to spiral my way outward, and finish up on the last leg of the tour will be the whole coast. So of course I'll be in Parramatta. That was one of my hometowns, and can't wait. It's a beautiful city, actually. It's turning into a really, really pretty place.
Yeah, it's they've even got a home delivery McDonald's.
Yes, and they've got I think the first one in Australia, a KFC bar, where you go into KFC late night and you buy a beer or whatever you want. I don't drink beer, but it's a pretty funky place. So
it's definitely changed. I used to live up in Sydney, and probably about 10 years ago now, and I've got a friend that lives there in Parramatta, and the last time I visited, it's come a long way. It's definitely getting off the shackles and becoming a really nice place to live. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, beautiful main street, and there's that river there. I think they're doing really good, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And it's good. Look, we've got greetings from America as well now. So you've definitely got a wide and international reach by the look of it. So just trying to find the lady's name. I accidentally went to the wrong page there. But yeah, I'm getting messages from all over the world now, mate. It's awesome, and it's good to see that your talent is being recognised everywhere. So, have you ever thought of going to America at all? Or?
Yeah, I had a one run in America a couple of years ago, and but again, it was just bad manager taking me for a ride, promising me stuff that didn't exist. We actually didn't even have a place to stay when we got there. And to tell you the truth, the last 35 hours of that trip, I went without a single meal.
Oh,
so
wow.
It was an incredible disaster. But again, it brought me closer to my mate, DJ Moto, who I was telling you about.
Yeah.
He's kind of witnessed that, and it was an unbelievable ride actually, but cost me a good $15,000. So I can't really do that yet because I'm trying to concentrate on my hometown, which is Australia, and I'm having to wrestle a lot of giants here. So, but I would definitely love to try something in New Zealand, because I had a top 3 album there as well, and that would be lovely. I mean, Rise Up has been released in New Zealand for the first time, and I just really hope that there's less politics over there, and they just play good music instead of worry about God knows what else.
Well, it's interesting. We had a program here on one of the commercial radio stations called Homegrown, and it was to play local bands here in Canberra. It only lasted, I think it's 4 weeks on the station, and they've decided to cut it, which absolutely, stunned me, because talking to the local musicians, the talent is just, phenomenal. The fans are there. But yeah, the commercial radio station, they've deemed it not to be profitable or whatever. So they've just cut it. So, because we're a community radio station, I'm talking to a lot of the local bands, getting out there to meet their fans, so that we can, pick up the ball, because it is a little bit ridiculous. Commercial radio are very, picky. If you annoy them a little bit, they do seem to hold a grudge. And, it's just ridiculous. It's, we've just had a little bit of a technical difficulty with Altian again, but we should get him back. Loretta was the lady from America, so thank you, Loretta, for listening in and supporting Altian Childs. And, look, thanks for everyone for staying with us, and, with the technical difficulties we have here. I do apologise. We are a community radio station, and we, are all volunteers here. So we're not exactly strapped for cash, but we're not exactly, rolling in it at the moment. So we are doing our best, and we're looking for some corporate sponsors at the moment, so we can update some of our equipment, so that we can make sure this sort of thing doesn't happen. So it looks like my internet has dropped out here. I will edit the interview up and put it online so people can have a bit of a listen. And when Altian comes to Canberra, I'll get him here live in the studio to do a bit of a cappella for me, and get him in as a co-host, I think, for the Late Night Stew in future. So look, thanks to everybody that stayed with us, and over there in America, the stream. We may have him back. Let me just give it one last try. If not, I think, look, I'm really enjoying talking to him. He's good bloke, and giving some great. Oh, have we got you back?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, our internet's starting to play up again.
We did all right.
I just saw you pop back in. We'll keep chat, still sending me messages. Christina, wants to thank you for inspiring her. So it's thank you for inspiring me, teaching me, and showing me how to grow with you.
Oh, Christina, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey.
That's pretty awesome. And it was Loretta that's listening in from America.
Oh, my sacred USA fan. That God lover. It's incredible.
Well, what's funny is we actually have quite a bit of following over in the US for this station. Our second largest listener base is actually from the US. So,
wow.
Because we've got a show on here that does indie music, Isaac Banks, and he's developed a pretty big international following, in America. Wow. Yeah, which is good. He does amazing stuff, trying to get some of the, the indie music out there and get the fans, following him. So, yeah, so that's awesome. So.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just
wishes.
Yeah, just getting through the messages. This is probably, I have to say, mate, this is probably the busiest I've ever seen our Valley FM notice board with you on board.
Oh,
yeah, so
that's awesome.
That is just awesome, and
big smile on my face, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, I love. This is why I do it. As I was explaining to you, I've actually got an IT background and came in here to do a co-host show for one night, and got absolutely addicted to the talent that I was coming across locally and internationally. So it's nice to see people getting behind, talent like this. The world needs more of this sort of passion and, meaning in our lives. So that's absolutely awesome, dude. It's.
Amen to that, Stuart. Amen to that, man.
I'm just checking, see if we got any more questions on the other board. Someone's... Okay, thank you, Mark. Mark sent me the weather map. for Canberra. Apparently, outside we've got a bit of an electrical storm happening. That's
Wow.
Yeah, because I'm in the studio, I can't hear anything outside. But he's just sent me the weather map, and it's looking quite nasty out there. So it looks like there's lightning and everything around us.
That's why we had trouble.
Yeah, so that's why it's messing up with the station at the moment. So I'm gonna have fun getting to the car. So
I mean, I love on the storm. The rain is my favorite time of day, but not good for all occasions. Definitely not.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I love our listeners. They're helpful in all matters of queries. So
how sweet is that? Yeah. Good, Mark.
Thank you, Mark. And I was saying, just as we lost you before, is when you come to Canberra, we'll get you in and you can do some co-hosting with me, and we'll have a bit more of a chat. So
I'll bring my acoustic guitar, man.
It sounds good. Look, I might even do a few harmonies. So
nice.
The only time I've actually sung was at my wedding. So, and that was because a mate of mine is an absolutely brilliant singer, and he kind of sung behind me to make me sound really, 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 really good. And
that's how I won X Factor, actually.
Yeah, it was quite hilarious. So all my friends thought I was absolutely awesome at singing, because he could sing at a level that they couldn't hear him, but it rounded out my rough edges.
So you're being serious? That's what happened.
Yeah. I'm being totally serious. It was
classic.
Yeah, made all the women cry, which was the aim, and got me some really good bonus points. With the wife.
Yeah, the mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And the mother-in-law.
Yeah, well, the mother-in-law doesn't speak any English. My wife's actually from Kazakhstan, so yeah, so it really hit the good spot with her, since
nice.
Yeah, she could, music is one of those international languages, so yeah, but
nice one.
Yeah, so what I'm doing, I'm going to just load up Rise Up, because that's been some of the other messages, is everybody wants to hear that, so I will give it a burl. I've just got to go and grab it, because that's not one of the songs I actually had of yours on our computer. So we'll rectify that live on air, because it is a song I've listened to quite a bit at home, but I obviously haven't transferred it over to this one. So all good. So I better let you go, and I'm sure you're a busy man.
Oh, look, it's Saturday night, so there's not too much going on. But man, really appreciate your time, and you just sound like a good-hearted man. And like you said, there's a shortage of that in the world. So stay at it, man, and keep your chin up. And say hi to your kids for me. I got a picture here of your two kids. Is it?
One kid.
Ah, right. A little girl.
No, it's a little boy. Which picture are you looking at?
there's one little boy, but you're holding a little blonde girl.
Ah, that's my niece and nephew.
Ah,
yeah. No, I've got a little 7-month-old little boy.
Wow! Congratulations.
But no, my niece and nephew, they're a handful. Actually, my mum's listening in, so tonight up at Newcastle. So, and she gave the thumbs up to your tracks as well. So when you get the thumbs up from the mums, you're on a winner. So
you made my night, and so did they. So thanks again, Stu.
No, my pleasure. We'll wrap up, and we will play. I think it's loaded up. Let me just go to one track while I try and multitask from another artist. I think it's the last one from Mark and the Sea, which is another great Aussie band around the place. And we'll catch up soon, Altian. And look, I think we're going to be some good mates and hang out quite a bit when you're here in Canberra. So
you stay out of that storm, okay?
I will indeed. I will do a Facebook status when I get home safely. Cool. So we'll just have one from Mark and the Sea, and then we'll have Rise Up. Thanks, Altian. Any last words?
Look, just stay invincible.
Stay invincible. I like it. Awesome. Catch you soon.
Bye-bye.